Hello, my dear students. Today, we are going to learn how to apply elements of art through drawing. Let's prepare the following materials. You need two types of pencils, one regular pencil and the other a graphite pencil. I'm using 6B for this exercise. Graphite pencils are usually used for sketching. You will also use markers or pens to label the exercises that we have for today. You can pause the video if you need to get your materials. Are you ready? Get set, let's draw. First, let's do some lines. Straight lines can tell us that something is flat or simple. Zigzag lines can add interest and show something rough or sharp. Wavy lines and spiral lines can be used to depict something that's organic or free-flowing. As one of the basic elements, it's very important to keep practicing how to draw certain lines. Lines are essential in building other elements such as shape, form, value, and texture. Next, let's draw shapes. Basic shapes are the foundation of any type of drawing. It can be used to draw the anatomy of a body or objects you see every day. The key to forming a shape is closing the space using line. There are two types of shapes. Let's practice doing both geometric and organic shapes. Now let's do form. Form by definition is something that takes up three-dimensional space. To draw a three-dimensional object, imagine its length, width, and height. To turn your circle into a sphere, you need to add a gradual shade by identifying the light source and where it casts a shadow. You can also make 3D forms by observing an object near you and understanding how the light falls on that subject. Color is one of the important elements of art next to lines. It can help add interest or draw attention to your artwork. For this exercise, you will need to render a color wheel. A color wheel has 12 portions. You can divide the circle into quarters and divide those quarters into 3. Color can evoke a certain mood or emotion, and it can be used in everyday life, like putting together an outfit. Now let's practice applying value. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color. In drawing, there's a special technique to create value. First, let's do a value scale. Draw a rectangle and divide it into 8 equal parts. Now let's try to do the darkest shade in the first section of the scale. You can do that by using a 6B graphite pencil. Add weight as you fill the space with the darkest shade that you can make. As you move to the next box, lessen the weight to change the value from the previous step. You can also try this using coloring pencils. However, in painting, we add white to make the color lighter, and we add black to make the color darker. As for markers or pens, we add more lines to fill in the space, and lessen the lines if we want to achieve a lighter shade. For our last exercise, let's draw textures. Just like value, we can use lines and spaces to create texture. Here, we have hatching. This means drawing parallel lines close to each other. The closer they are, the darker they become. The more space you have, the lighter they appear. You can also try doing stippling. That means using dots to add value. There are numerous ways of drawing textures. Try to observe another object in your room and take a closer look at the line patterns on them. Can you imagine the lines on that object? Understanding how to draw texture might take some time, but if you keep practicing, you can create more realistic artworks in no time. You might wonder if I had forgotten about space. Actually, we've been using space in all 6 elements. The enclosing space in a shape, the enclosing spaces in a 3-dimensional object. We even used space to organize this drawing exercise. Space can be found all around you. If applied well, it can help you create a masterpiece. I hope this simple exercise helped you understand the basics of drawing and improve your future artworks. Remember, be responsible with the freedom to create. See you in my next class!